Welcome to Spring LIB.
Okay, so what we need to consider is that we started with 2-chlorohexane, right? And that we finished with 2-hexene, right? So how could we tell the difference between these two with mass spectrometry and IR? So first, let's focus on mass spec. There's going to be one really obvious difference in that our initial product has chlorine. And as you may or may not know, that means that our M plus ion, sorry, let me do this differently. Our M ion, which is positively charged, and our M plus 2 ion are going to appear in a 3-to-1 ratio. 3 to 1. Right? And that's due to the fact that chlorine has two major isotopes, one weighing 35 and one weighing 37, and that they are in a 3-to-1 ratio. Right? So if we don't see a 3-to-1 ratio between the M and the M plus 2 peak in our mass spec, then we know we no longer have 2-chlorohexane. Okay, so that's a pretty good indicator as far as mass spec. But what about IR? Right. Well, I see one major difference between the two in that we have sp2 hybridized carbon-hydrogen bonds, and we have sp2 hybridized carbon-carbon bonds, right? So if you look at charts which show IR, which let me find one here, infrared. Okay, let's upload this. Right. Okay. And this isn't a very good chart. Okay, let me find a better chart. Let me pause real quick. Okay, it's not as pretty, but it is useful because what we see is that there is a specific stretch for these particular CH bonds, right? They should appear at 3100 to 3000, whereas your typical CH stretch in an sp3 carbon hydrogen bond is going to be between 2900 and 2700, right? So we'll still see the normal CH stretch, but we'll also see the sp2 hybridized carbon CH stretch, right? And in addition to that, this will be down kind of into the fingerprint region, but not totally. We should see the appearance of a peak to represent the CC stretch, right, across that bond. We will have no such CC stretch in our chlorohexane, right, because there are no CC bonds, CC double bonds, I should say. Right, so those would be the most obvious signs between mass spec and IR that we have successfully synthesized our hexene, or successfully consumed all of our 2-chlorohexane, as it were. Right, that would be the disappearance of this 3-to-1 peak, and the appearance of the double bond and the carbon-carbon double bond and the sp2 hybridized carbon hydrogen stretch.